Hey, you guys, I wanted to just touch base about Grounded 2 really quickly. I wasn't going to do anything until we get more information, but Grounded 2 has already answered my biggest gripe about Grounded, the original. I was watching the Xbox Game Showcase deep dive that just came out earlier today, and they got to a part about buggies where, in case you guys aren't aware, buggies are going to be mounts that we can ride in the game. And one of those is going to be the red ant. And the red ant is going to help us build our base, collect resources. So, like, we will be able to just click and hold X, and it'll hoover up all the resources they said. And they will also fight with us. But the biggest thing I was excited about as far as these buggies go is the inventory management. So part of the team in this Xbox Games Showcase deep dive from Obsidian said that buggies are going to have their own inventory. This is so big to me because my biggest gripe about the original Grounded is I would get out into the world and I would want to go collect as much resources as possible and really get into that resource grind. You know, you get into like this flow state in some of these games where you just go out and collect everything you can get your hands on. Well, what would happen is my inventory would fill up so quickly, it would it would kill the buzz. It would kill the grind. And I would have to go back to my base and keep depositing all of my stuff. I know you could make like a secondary base or a tertiary base or however many you need. The map is pretty big, right? And I did have multiple bases so that I can store things and zip back and forth between them. But sometimes you just want to go out and just go crazy collecting everything. Just collecting all the different tier mats you can get, collecting building materials, finding like key cards. That's the thing about the original Grounded, is that there was so much that you could have in your inventory that could help you, that you would want to bring it with you, which would only leave a few spaces available. So with these buggies now, they're going to have inventory slots where we can load them up. And that might help us stay out in the world exploring to the point where we're not always having to return to an outpost or return to our base. And for me, I think that is going to be so fun. And for those who say, yeah, but that gives bases like a reason to exist, I would argue that bases already have a reason to exist in Grounded. They protect your food from bugs that want to eat it once you've crafted food or have perishable materials. In some of the gameplay that they've shown, they have a turret defense, like a little tower. So of course your bases are going to be there to defend all that you have worked for in the game. I think in Grounded, bases do definitely have a purpose, beyond just being a place to hold your stuff. So, short but sweet video. I just wanted to say A, how excited I am for Grounded 2, and B, that my most anticipated feature, which is crazy that it's such a basic thing, but it's going to be such a huge quality of life improvement, but my most anticipated feature is going to be this extra inventory management that we get with the buggies. So I was thinking, what happens if a buggy goes down? So like, I'm just going to put it back to the part here where it talks about buggies, but what happens when a buggy goes down? What happens to that inventory? I heard via the discussion here that you're going to be able to revive your buggy, and I would assume that when you revive them, the inventory stays with them. But if you don't have a chance to revive your buggy, it was said that the buggy will return to its nest. I don't know what that means yet, but the buggy will return to its nest, and it will take some time to heal up before you can use that buggy again. I guess what I would like to know, if they ever do like a deeper dive on the buggies, and particularly inventory management, is what happens to all of the materials on that buggy. Because like, I'm sure a bunch of you have played Ark or Atlas or games where you can load up a tame or a thrall, like Conan Exiles. You can load up these things, these tames that you have with materials, and it can be such a pain when that thrall or that tame dies, and then you have to pick through your own inventory and figure out how you're going to pick and choose exactly what you want to take and bring back to your base. So yeah, I want to know what happens when a grounded buggy dies and how they're going to plan about going about that whole system. I guess having a buggy go down would be some sort of a challenge, especially if you have been out collecting resources, figuring out in a survival sense how you're going to get those resources back to your base. I think that could be kind of a cool challenge, and it'll make you want to really take care of your buggy and not let it go down. So it might provide a whole new gameplay loop in itself. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts on really my only gripe from the original game. I mean, the only other thing I could say is that until you get your zip lines, it can get pretty exhausting traveling the map, especially when you're just starting. But they've also answered that with the mounts that we will have. I mean, we know that Grounded 2, they said that the starting zone is going to be the same size in Grounded 2 as the whole map was in Grounded 1, which is just amazing. But that the park is going to be 3 times the size of the backyard. So yeah, we're going to need those buggies. They also mentioned, on that same train of thought, that they're not going to be introducing zip lines right away because they want to see how we use the buggies, which I think is really smart. I'm assuming that most people are going to like using them. I mean, I love tames and mounts in games. I love feeling like I have a little companion when I don't have other friends around to play with. And one of the Obsidian team members even said that he has like some sacrificial lamb buggies that he just like sacrifices when they go out. But then he has other buggies that he's more fond of that he's actually named. I think he said he named it like Parker or something. So I really like that aspect of them as well. But yeah, number 1, inventory management may not be as big of a deal. I mean, just think about all the stuff we can have in Grounded. As I said, the key cards, if you've got different types of food, you've got different types of smoothies, you've got the different armor you need to carry around. If you want to be fully prepared, really, you need swimming stuff because there's all kinds of hidden pipes all over the backyard and all kinds of water you can get into. So you need to bring your flippers, your diving bell, and your little breather thingy, So your inventory is always full. At least that's how I feel when I play the game. So this is so welcome to me, and I am so excited to see what other quality of life improvements there are going to be. That's it. That was my short and sweet video. I'm probably not going to completely dive into Grounded 2 discussion-wise until it has actually come out and I can actually get my hands on it. Those of you who have been around the channel for a while know that I've been working on a Grounded Let's Play, and I'm pretty sure I'm at the finale now. I'm at the Java-matic where we get made big again. And so I need to finish that. I'm going to be working on that. I know I'll have the Let's Play done, and I'll mess around a little bit more in Grounded 1 by the time we do get to Grounded 2. But anyway, that is all I wanted to talk about today. Is there anything else you guys would want me to actually try and figure out or look into as far as Grounded 2 goes? If you are looking for a Grounded, the original Let's Play or a playthrough, I have a really chill one. Minimal editing. The episodes are about 30 minutes long. They get better in quality as they go because I upgraded a lot of my equipment, and I think I got a little bit better in front of the camera. But anyway, I have about 30 episodes going for that right now. So it's definitely bingeable. And then, as I said, I'm working on the finale soon. So anyway, that is it for me today, guys. I hope you all are having a good week. As always, I hope you are enjoying your games. I will go ahead and put the beginning of that Grounded Let's Play here.